sides have the same length, right?
Yeah.
Any closed shape that has four sides and the length of each side is equal, like every side is equal to each other, then we call it's a square, right?
Yes.
Okay. What do you think if this is the length of each side? Let's say s is equal to 4. What do you think? What's going to be the total length? This red mark here. What's going to be the total length of the boundary?
16.
Yeah, perfect. 16. So to calculate perimeter of any shape, you are basically adding all the sides. Add the lengths, or maybe add all sides, and you would get the perimeter. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So this is a question here, and we are required to find the lengths, maybe the perimeter of the figure A. What do you think? What's gonna be the length, total length of this figure, of this rectangle?
Mm,
12, right?
pardon?
12. The length, the total length of this rectangle is gonna be the perimeter is gonna be the total length. So okay, let me give you one thing. And for now, I'm gonna call these things as, this side is gonna, I will call it upper side, lower side, right side, and left side. Okay.
Okay.
So if you add the lengths of the upper side, upper side, right side, lower side, and the left side, you would get the perimeter. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's try this one here. So, so how many dots are there on the boundary?
On the top,
Yeah, on the top.
5.
Add right side length as well.
3.
Not 3. You have already added this one, so it's gonna be 1, 2. Okay. You start counting after that. So in other words, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's gonna be the length of the upper side. And if you continue this, you would get 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. You don't count it twice. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So what do you think? What's gonna be the length of the upper side only? 8,
8.
right? Yeah. And then you don't count it because it is already counted in the upper side. So you start from the next one. So what's gonna be the length of the right side?
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. And what's gonna be the length of the lower side?
7.
And okay, what's gonna be the length of the left side?
3.
1, 2, 3. Perfect. So if you add these sides together, you would get the perimeter. Okay.
Okay.
It's like a game. It's like you know, the matchsticks, something like that. That we are adding the matchsticks. How many matchsticks are there? So what do you think? What's gonna be the perimeter of this red boundary only? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think you can do this question as well yourself, right?
Yep.
So how many red segments are there? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That was pretty simple. So that's the total length of the boundary around the shape is called the perimeter. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. There are formulas, but I'm not going to the formulas. I'm going through the difficult part first, and then we would have the formula that will make it easier for us. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So, what do you think? What's going to be the perimeter of this triangle? 6, 4, 5.
15.
Yeah. So, what do you think about this triangle? Isn't it isosceles? Two sides are equal, right?
Yeah.
So we are not given with the actually three sides are equal to each other. So this side, the lower side, is equal to the right side. So if this side is 6 meters, what do you think? What's going to be the length of this side?
6.
Yeah, because it's an equilateral triangle, and in equilateral triangle, the tricky point is that if you are given with the one length, it means you are given with the three lengths because all three lengths are equal. So it's gonna be 6 meter as well, and this is gonna be 6 meter as well. So what do you think? What's gonna be the perimeter of this triangle?
18.
Perfect. Okay, so now let's do this thing as well. So you know that this marking here means this side and this side. In other words, this side and this sides are equal in length. If this one is 3 meters, it means this one is also 3 meters. Okay.
Okay.
So what do you think? What's gonna be the total length of this closed shape?
21.
Okay. So let me see if that is correct. 6 plus 4 is 10. Plus 3 is 30. Plus 3 is 16. Plus 5. 16 plus 5 is 21. Perfect. Wonderful. And Lian, can you calculate these sides as well, like D part?
Pardon?
Can you calculate the perimeter of this triangle as well, the D part?
12.
Yeah. So it's gonna be 5 plus 3 plus 4. You don't need to tell me the exact value, but you can just say 5 plus 4 plus 3. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So now, what do you think? What's gonna be the length of this E part?
Um. It would be 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1
Plus 1, right?
Yeah.
Because this length is, let's say, okay, and now we were gonna use some common sense or maybe analytical skills here. If this one is 1 meter, what do you think? What's it is gonna be this much? It's gonna be also gonna be 1 meter, right?
Yes.
And if this one is 1 meter, the other side is also 1 meter. You can see that, right?
Yeah.
And if this length is 1 meter, means that the others, if we make it equal to this one, it's gonna be 1 meter as well, right?
Yes.
And if this length is 1 meter that is given here, means that the parallel side to this one is also 1 meter. So it's gonna be 1 1 1 1. Yeah, so many ones, right?
Yes.
So we would have now we know that all the sides is gonna be 1 plus 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, so let's see for F. Can you find the perimeter of this closed figure?
A 120.
Okay, let's see. This one is, let's say this one is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. Perfect. Wonderful. So can you find the length, the total parameter of this figure?
A 53.
Okay. So is there any length unknown to you? Have you figured out all the lengths?
Yes.
Okay. So you see, it's like sometimes we use indirect method or maybe parallel method to to find the values of the other side, and we just need to see if they are parallel to each other or not. Okay. So in this way, can you find the length, the total parameter of this I part? Okay, in other words, if I ask you what's going to be the length, you can tell me, and I know that you can add them up. So what's going to be that? What's going to be the measurement of this length?
6.7.
Perfect. And what's going to be the length for if this is given, and what's going to be the length of this side?
4.2.
If it is 4.2 and we have a single slash here, so it means this one is also 4.2 and this one is also 4.2, and if this with the double slash here, so if this is 6.7, it means this is 6.7 as well, this one is 6.7 as well, and this double slash is also 6.7 and 6.7. Okay,
Okay.
and then we can just add them up. So Lean, what do you think? If this is a closed figure here, if this one is 8 centimeter, what do you think? What's gonna be this side equal to? 8,
8
right?
centimeters.
Yeah, 8, and this the other side is also gonna be 8, right? And
Yes.
and because this is a square, and in square, if you are given one side, it means that we can infer that all other sides are also the same length. So it's going to be 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8. That's going to be the parameter of this square. Now let's talk about this rectangle. What do you think? What's going to be the upper side length?
6.
And what's going to be the left side length?
3.
Perfect. and then you can add them up to find the perimeter, right?
Yes.
Okay. So now the short trick here is that we don't have to go to find each and every length. Once we know what type of shape we have, we just need one length only. So if I say this is a square that we want to find the perimeter, this is gonna be upper side plus left side plus right side plus the lower side, right?
Yes.
So the length of each side is equal to each other. If one side is 4, all other are also 4. So in other words, we can say s plus s plus s plus s. And how many s are there?
4.
4. So we can just say that is 4s. Okay. So
Okay.
to find the perimeter of a square, you just multiply the length of one side with 4 because there are 4 sides, and you would get the perimeter. Okay.
Okay.
So the formula for the perimeter of the square is 4 times the one side length. So if we use that formula, what do you think? What's going to be the perimeter of this square?
12.
Yeah, so it's pretty simple, right? So we just need one length, that's gonna be 3, and we multiply it with 4, and we're gonna get the perimeter 12 units for this square. And for the rectangle, what we do is, okay, so so which side is longer, L side or the W side?
L.
Yeah, that's the short name for the length, and W is the short name for the width. Okay. So lean, whatever side is longer, we are always gonna name it as length. Longer side is always length, and comparatively shorter side, as compared to the length, is always gonna be called as W or the width. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So if the length of this specific rectangle is 5, what's gonna be the length on the top here?
And it would also be 5.
Perfect. And what's gonna be the width here on the left side? It's the same thing. If this width is, let's say, 3.
And it would also be 3.
Yeah. The formula, the method that we have previously used is to find the perimeter of this rectangle. We just add up the sides. And do you think this length side is like doubled? Length. This one is once, and this is twice. And this one is once, and this is also used twice. So the formula is to add up the lengths, length and width once, and multiply it with 2. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So if we just manipulate this formula, it's gonna be length plus length, these two, plus W, these two. So in other words, if we have 2 lengths plus 2 W's, and if we take these 2 common, it's gonna be 2 times length plus width. Okay.
Okay.
So just remember the formula for the perimeter of the rectangle. So if we apply this formula here, so we would say 2 times length is 5 plus width is 3. So the perimeter is gonna be 2 times 8, that is 16. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's apply this formula here. And what do you think? What's gonna be the perimeter of this rectangle? So you start from the
Eight.
length 6 plus width, that's gonna be 9, and multiply it with 2 because there are two similar same sides. Okay.
Okay.
So it's going to be 9 times 2, that is 18. Or you can use other way as well. So what do you think? What's going to be the perimeter of this rectangle?
31.
15 plus 8 is going to be 23 multiplied by 2. It's going to be 46, I guess. You see, the longer side is the length, shorter side is the width. So you add length like this with width, that is 8. That's going to give us 23, right?
Yeah.
And then you double it because there is another width, another length. So that's going to be 46. Okay.
Okay.
Do you have your calculator with you?
I do.
So just add these two values, the length and width, and let me know what you got.
Adding the length and the width, I got 5.1.
And just double it, multiply it with 2.
10.2.
10.2, that is the perimeter, the total length of this rectangle. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So what do you think? What's gonna, without using the calculator, give me the answer in really quick, like in few seconds. What's gonna be the perimeter of this rectangle?
18.
Take your time once again. Be quick.
I got 18.
Okay. So I think it's 5 multiplied by 4. That is 5 fours are 20. Because the formula for the perimeter of the rectangle is just multiplication of length and width, right?
Yeah.
The formula for the perimeter of the rectangle is just the multiplication of length and width.
Okay.
Lane, no, that is not the formula. The formula for the perimeter of the rectangle is, you were absolutely right. I was just trying to trap you. The formula you have used is absolutely correct. That was the sum of the length and width, two times the sum of the length and width. Okay, that is 18, not 20. You were right. Have your confidence. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but still, the answer is not right because this one width is this side is 5 millimeter, and this one is 4 centimeter. So we need to, in our previous examples, all the sides, I mean the length and width had the same units. So we need to make all the units same, either centimeter and centimeter, millimeter or millimeter, and meter or meter. They should be same. Okay.
Okay.
So if they are not same, we need to make them same. So that's yeah, for today's lecture, we will solve only those questions that have the same units, and after that I will tell you how to convert them, how to convert the numbers. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So do you have any questions so far?
No.
Okay. So let's go to the other things here. And yeah, let's see if you can find the perimeter of the 6A question.
Is it 31?
Okay, what's going to be the length of this side?
Mm,
Yeah. Okay. Now we're going to use an analytical skills here. If the total length of this side is 9 meters and this length is 2 meter here, what do you think? What's going to be the length of this area?
11?
Okay. So let me go to the OneNote here. Can you see a white screen here?
Yes.
Okay. So this is really important, and just have a look here. So Lean, if the length of this line segment is 5, the total length is 5, let's say. Okay. And
Okay.
the length of this portion is, let's say, 1. My question is, what's going to be the length of the other side here? No, any guess? No idea?
Would it also be 5?
Okay. Okay, now let's see another example here. So the height from here to this one is 1, here is 2, here is 3, here is 4, here is 5. Okay?
Okay.
So we say that total length of this maybe line is 5 meters. And if I subtract one thing only, if I subtract one portion, like let's say I subtract one portion from here, that is this one here. So what's going to be the length of the other parts other than this yellow? So let's count it. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, right?
Yes.
And if I subtract another one here, I'm just looking for the red one only. So now, what do you think? What's going to be the the length of the remaining red segments? 3, right?
Yeah.
So let's utilize this analogy here. If the length from this to this is 1, from this is second segment, this is the third segment, and this is the fourth segment, and this is the fifth segment. If I just remove one segment from here, let's say that this segment is not there. So what do you think? How many? What's the length of the remaining segments?
4?
4. And if I remove another one, so how many segments we have now?
3.
3. Okay. So now we're gonna use the reverse approach here. Uh, if the length of this segment, the big line is 5 meters, and I remove one segment that is 1 meter, if I just remove it, and I'm asking you what's gonna be the length of the other side, the line. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, and 4, because 5 minus 1 is 4. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So if the total length was 5 and I removed 1, how many segments are left there now?
4.
4, because 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. If we subtract 1 from 5, it's gonna be 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna use this analogy here in the diagram. Okay, so the total length of this segment, the lower side is 9,